Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Sims 4 spill build, and in today's video we are gonna build this beautiful lighthouse on an artificial cliff. Stay with me and enjoy the video. Hey everyone, this is RG here and welcome back to another Sims 4 spill build, and in today's video, as promised, we are gonna build a lighthouse on an artificial cliff. But before we even start talking about this design, first and foremost I want to say a few things and few stuff that I think that are important. First of all, I want to say thank you to all of you who watched my previous video of how to create a circle window using the new Moschino stuff pack, and I have to say that guys, you rocked it. I published it, and after like 24 hours it got like I think 300 views in only 24 hours. That's way above the average of my videos, and of course the likes. You hated it with I think 60 likes, and that was awesome. So thank you once again for all of you, and I really hope you learned something new. And I already noticed some people creating some stuff with this new method, and it is awesome. So once again, thank you so much for the amazing support of the previous video, and I hope you guys gonna enjoy this video too. As I promised, this is a spill build of a lighthouse. Some of you asked for it, so I deliver it. And when I approach this project, basically like I think all of my projects, by now those who know me a bit know that I do research, right? And I wanted to create some lighthouse that is kinda like the real deal, you know what I mean? So I checked the net for, of course, lighthouses, and I came across with so many designs and looks and pictures and stuff, and I wanted to start building. But one of the biggest problem with building a lighthouse in the game, that for those who ever noticed or watched Lighthouse in real life or even in a picture, you will notice that Lighthouse was built on cliffs or on a mountain or something like that. They should and supposed to be on high ground, okay? And we all know that in our maps, we don't really have such thing high grounds, okay? I really looked for a lot that I can actually build this design in it, and I came across with some lots that were suitable, but not like 100% good for it. And we all know also that in the Solani, which is basically the perfect location to create a lighthouse because it's surrounded by seas, and Solani map asking for a lighthouse to be created in it, right? So in the Solani, when you are picking a lot with water in it, you cannot really pull it up, you know? The terrain tool doesn't work. We all know it, we all hate it, and so we need to basically work around it. And that's where I came with the idea of creating and basically making an artificial island or an artificial cliff, and on that cliff to build the lighthouse. So it will be on a higher ground than the ground itself. It will have a side to the sea itself, and of course it will look as much as it can look like a real mountain. So that's what you are watching now being created. I had a great time playing with those rocks. Those rocks, basically you can find them in the cheat codes with the new 1000 items. So make sure, and that's important one, for all of you who are watching this video and want to download the design at the end, you must include in the game all of the cheat codes. I will put a link, another link. I will put them on the screen for you to know what cheat codes you need to be you need to have activated in your game in order to make this design work in your game. Because I noticed that after I uploaded it into the gallery, and of course it's already in the gallery for those of you who are following me on the game itself, I upload the designs or my creations one day before I even upload the video to YouTube. So yes, this design is already on the gallery for you to download and enjoy, so please do and enjoy it. But you need to know a few things, because we are using some items that kind of glitchy, okay? And that's the main problem with those items. They kind of glitchy. So you need to make sure to have all the three codes: move objects, show hidden objects, and show live edit objects activated in your game in order for this design to work well. Okay, because if you don't have them, sometimes some of the rocks will not be in your design when you'll try to upload it into your game. So make sure to have those cheat codes activated in your game. And even if, and that's the important point, even if you upload the lot into your game and some of the rocks not there, just go to the cheat codes live edit, showing the 1000 items, scroll down all the way down to the rock sections, pick the rocks that look just like the rocks here, the kinda light brown with the green grass on top, and just place it on the area that is missing the rocks. Okay, so that's how to deal with this design, because it might be a bit glitchy, because we all know those items are kind of glitchy, but at the end I think it's totally worth it to try and fix it if you will have some problems. Sometimes you don't have it, but sometimes you do. Another important point when I built or tried to build a lighthouse here is that I came across one of the most frustrating thing in this game, and it's, of course, that we cannot make anything rounded. We all know that by now, that the games doesn't like rounded stuff. And for those of you who saw any lighthouse, most of them, starting with like the base of them, is, of course, most of them rounded. Like 90% of the time they are fully 360 degrees circle, and they starting wide, and the more you go up, the upper area of the lighthouse is starting to get thinner and thinner. At the end you have a light or some sort of big flashlight. that the idea, of course, it's so he will be able to put out enormous amount of light, so ships will be able to see it from far distances, right? So we don't have the ability to build that type of build in the game, unfortunately. So I had to go around it, and I started with a bigger, wider area on the bottom, and then I like squeezed it a bit to be a bit smaller, and on top I just go with the idea of lighthouse. So I took one of the lamps and scaled it super big, so it will look like a big giant lamp at the end. Another thing that I want to inform you is that, especially in this build, as you can see, those builds are really full with details, okay? And because of that, I'm not making all of my all of the build, I'm not putting it in the camera section, okay? And by that I mean I'm doing a lot of stuff off the camera, and at the end I'm bringing you the finished product, of course. So as you can see, I'm showing you some parts, and basically I'm showing you like 80% of the build. I'm giving you like a big picture, and at some point I'm cutting it and I'm going to another section in the build for you to give you another 80% of that area, okay? So don't be like sad or something if you don't see all the stuff. Of course, at the end of this design you will see the cinematics of this house, of this build, and you will see most of the stuff. But, and that's the important thing, that even in the cinematics, you don't see all of the stuff. So I'm more than recommend to you guys to go to the gallery and get yourself the copy of this build and enjoy all of the stuff. There are some really cool features and hidden items that I placed here using the 1000 items. So you're more than welcome to go and get yourself a copy and play it in your game. And if you are talking about the game itself and playing this lot in your game, I want you to know a few things. One of the things that I built this design on a lot that is 40 by 30, something like that, 40 by 30. I will put, probably right now, I'll put a picture of the lot that I built it originally on it. I think it calls Key Point Lot, something like that. It is in the Solana map near the mountain, not the mountain, the volcano. Okay, so that's the place I built this design originally. But, and that's the sad part, and I'll tell you about it, when I uploaded it into the gallery, one of the trees of the game, okay, not trees that I placed in the lot, one of the trees from the game like covered 90% of the design in the main picture in the gallery. So I had to move the lot to another location, to another lot, and I picked another lot that is bigger, okay? So the version that you'll see in the gallery placed on a 50 by 50 lot, I think, but don't you worry, you can download it in that with those measures, with the 50 by 50, and you can still place it on a smaller lot, okay? But don't put it on a really small lot. The minimum lot size you need to put this lot in, I will recommend you 40 by 40, okay? Originally I built it on 30 by 30, but I do recommend for you to place it on 40 by 40. It will fit the best. But of course you can place it on the original lot, which I said it's the Key Point lot, 40 by 30 in the volcano section area. So that's an important thing that I want to clear out. You will see a different size lot in the gallery. You don't need to put it on that lot, okay? One more important thing that I want to discuss with you guys is one of the things that is, I think, in my opinion, this game is missing, and it had it in the Sims 3 game, of which of course I'm talking about. Give us another way to go from one level to another level, from one floor to another floor, not just by stretching a staircase straight up from one point to another. Especially in this build, I really wanted to put stairs to go all the way to the upper area of the lighthouse, and I couldn't because the lighthouse itself is too thin to fit stairs in like a spheral way around it, you know what I mean? And it reminded me the old good times of Sims 3, where we had like staircase that is not really a staircase, it was more like a ladder between levels, between floors, and I just said, why we don't have it yet in the Sims 4? And I think this is the time for all of us to ask the devs to just bring the other ways to go around from floor to floor, not just by straight up staircase. Give us the ladder, give us please the pole from the fire station that you could actually go up. I think you could go up. I'm not sure about it, but I think you could go up. I know you could go down, but I think you could even go up. And of course, working elevators. Anyways, those are the things that I think this game is actually missing, especially at this time. The game is about to be 5 years old and we still don't have those stuff that already in Sims 3. You only need to code them differently to fit into our game, to Sims 4. Anyway, those are my stuff. Do let me know in the comments section down below what are the items, stuff, building items, stuff from Sims 3 that you really wish to see in the near future in the Sims 4, or coming to the Sims 4 in the near future. In a few moments we will be in this cinematic at the end of this design. I hope you all had a great time watching it. I had a blessed time speaking and talking with you guys, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, show your support to the channel by hitting that like button, share the video with your friends, and consider subscribing to the channel if you are new here for a weekly video of Sims 4, from spill build to tutorial, anything related to Sims 4. Anyway, I was RG, I hope you all had a great time. Until next time, keep that Sims party going for me, RGR Gaming, signing out.